What did you think? What did you think when you heard your name called by the Texans?
That's a lifelong dream right there. I can't wait to get out there and get to work.
What do you hope to bring them?
I hope that whenever I get there, I show them that I work hard and I don't give up until I figure something out.
Just a reminder for media on the call, please raise your hands if you'd like to ask a question. We'll go to Vanessa Richardson.
Hi, Derek. When you were having conversations throughout the combine process and all of that, what do you remember about your conversations with the Texans?
Just everybody around there, just like it was good. It was a good vibe over there. You could tell that things were gonna be different from the past. Everything was on everything was trending upward over there.
Yeah.
Brandon Scott.
Hey, Derek. Just considering that you had the health issues of the last couple of years and that you didn't get to play as much, what would you remind people about your game? How would you sort of just describe what it is exactly that you bring to the table as a player?
My answer for that would be to check all the film. I mean, if you really look at everything, then you'll know that there hasn't been any difference.
Brooks Cabana.
Derek, with coming to Houston and being here, I mean, just how much familiarity have you gotten to see with Lovey's defense and how you fit into it?
Oh yeah. We went over a couple of things, but we wasn't really going over that too much. It was really I'm just trying to get to know everybody. Whenever I had took the visit out there, and they were just trying to get to know me.
Cole Thompson.
Hey, Derek, I just want to get your thoughts on player comps. You've been compared to guys such as Stephon Gilmore, Richard Sherman. Who's a player that you see yourself modeling your game after, and who's somebody that you grew up really watching and thinking that you could probably be in that same category?
So me, I always looked at Champ Bailey as someone who I wanted to model my game after, and I say that just because we have similar body physique. He's fast. He can run with just about anybody. He can also get strong with the bigger receivers, and he's quick enough with the shifty guys. So I feel like I can do that too. And Champ Bailey is always somebody that I watch.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Derek, congratulations. Derek, when you think about some of the things you had to go through in terms of health stuff, what's this moment like for you to be healthy again and to now be the third overall pick of the draft?
Can you repeat that?
When you think about some of the things you went through from a health standpoint, what's the emotions like for you now to have gotten through all of that, be healthy, and be the third pick of the draft?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, I know that I feel great right now. So I know that when I get out there to practice training camp, I'm just excited to be out there with the teammates.
Brian Bearfield.
Congratulations, Derek. What is it that you want to tell all the Texans fans here now that you've been selected by the Houston Texans?
I will always give 100%. Always.
We'll go back to Brooks Cabana. Brooks, can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry. Derek, out here with the Texans, I mean, you've been a part of a championship team before at LSU. This is a team that's picking three for a reason. What do you think about when you come to a program like this? What you can contribute to it, and your role on a team that's looking to move up.
I think everything. Like on any team, first you need to have team chemistry. So I hope that whenever I get there, they kind of have that going already. And if not, then we can all work on it as a group. And once we get that taken care of, then everything else will kind of fall in place.
Got time for two more. Chris Urican.
When you think about this day, what are the people that have really helped you get here, and what can you say about everybody today?
Oh yeah, everybody that's been around. I mean, I got to give thanks to them, the ones who pushed me, the ones who congratulated me or told me that I need to do this, like not just being a yes man or anything like that. Everybody that was involved at any point in my life, like I I say thank you to all of them.
Hey, Kenyon, congratulations. What's it like for you to be playing for the team that you grew up watching, to be this close to home?
Oh man, this is a blessing. Staying in Houston. I'm a hometown kid, so we going from there, and I'm ready to work. I know where my roots at now, so it's time to work, put my head down and grind.
We'll go to Mark now.
Kenyon, what was it like celebrating with your family?
Oh, it was a blessing, being able to sit there and hear everybody cheer for me. I'm gonna be home, so it's a blessing. I'm grateful and honored.
What's happening inside you right now?
Excitement, not nervous anymore, don't have any jitters anymore. I know where I'm at. So, it's from here on, it's time to work, time to grind.
Christy?
You showed so much versatility during your career at A&M. How much do you think that helped you when it came to draft time, and how much do you think will help you in your transition to the NFL?
It helped me a lot, playing different positions, knowing what I can come in and do my best at. So, I'm come in and just be a team player, be the best I can be and help the team in whatever form and fashion that is.
Brooks?
You mentioned that this is your hometown and your home team. I mean, how much have you been paying attention to this team, and when you come in, what do you expect to do with this team as it's looking to move up and being a part of this team?
Well, it's we rebuilding. Just trying to put the right guys in there, guys that want to go out there and fight. And I'm a dog. I'm gonna go out there and fight and give it everything I got.
Greg Bailey?
Kenyon, you say you're ready to work, man. Tell us what kind of work that you've put in to go from a young guy to Tascasita into the wars of the SEC, and how will that prepare you for life in the NFL?
Well, I'm a humble guy, so I just put my head down, stay to my business and work. So I know I can do that here, and I'm gonna stay focused and stay prayed up. I know God got me, gonna have me covered.
Vanessa Richards.
If I can follow up real quick, just how did the experience of playing at the SEC prepare you for the NFL?
It helped me out a lot. You playing against great players each week, so it don't get no better than that. So going through that every week, it's like a gauntlet. So you got to be prepared and ready for each battle you have each week.
Vanessa?
Did you have any idea that the Texans were interested in you, and what were the conversations you had with the Texans brass, either at the combine or later?
Oh, well, I had a meeting with Lovey, and he just Texas guys, because he's a Texas guy, so he was saying Texas guys, I really want Texas guys here, we rebuild this thing from the ground up, and I felt that when he said it, and I knew they was looking at me, but I didn't know they was gonna pick me right there. So it's truly a blessing.
We'll do 2 more questions. Matt Musil.
Hey, congratulations, Kenyon. How do you walk that fine line? You were always a leader at Tascasita and jumped into that role at A&M. You want to be a leader here, but you're going to be a rookie. So how do you walk that fine line to do both?
Yeah, I probably won't have the voice right away, but having showing my work ethic, not talk about it, I'm gonna be about it. I'm gonna show example, putting my head down and working. So, if they see that, I can just get better and just prepare myself, for what's coming.
We'll end with Brooks.
And you mentioned your versatility earlier. In your meetings with the Texans, what do you get a sense of how you'll fit into their offense and the things that you can bring to them there?
Well, I believe I'm not really sure yet. We had different talks at different positions, but wherever they need me at, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna play it.
I'm blessed, man. It's great to be, being able to stay home with the hometown team. It's a blessing for sure.
On that, being here with the hometown team,
what is it like to come here and be a part of this defense and be a part of a franchise that you've been following?
Yeah, like I said, it's a blessing. Yesterday I was a little bit, kind of sad that I didn't get picked early, but God had a better plan for me. He's keeping me home. I have a great coach and Coach Lovie Smith, and I plan to learn a lot from him. So, looking forward to that.
And with Lovie Smith, I mean, how much did y'all talk about where you fit? And obviously with Dave Aranda, you were pretty versatile. Could you talk about how you can be used and how you played in college?
Yes, sir. I plan on playing safety and nickel, but whatever Coach Lovie Smith feels comfortable putting me at, I'm going to try to be a guy that can play a lot of different positions and do a lot of different things. Like I said, I'm very thankful that, he believed in me and he picked me.
John McClain.
Yes, Jalen, congratulations. I have a question about when you went to Baylor and all the recruits were allowed to leave for other schools and you were the only one who stayed. Why did you stay at Baylor, and how do you feel about the way your career developed to you being a second-round pick?
Yes, sir. I initially stayed because of, the academics at Baylor is always a great school to get a degree from, and it was also big-time football. With that, over the years, I've grew as a person with Jesus Christ. He has taught me a lot, and my relationship with him has grown substantially, and I couldn't see that, happen at any other college. In terms of football, I learned so many different things from the great coaches that I had, and they helped me, use my game style and help me translate it into, great production on the field. So, I'm grateful that I stayed at Baylor, and it was definitely the best decision I've ever made in my life because it changed my life.
Christy?
I just wondered, I'm sure you saw that they picked a cornerback in the first round. And what does it mean to you to be on a secondary that's going to have 2 high draft picks and have another rookie playing in your area?
Oh, yeah. Stingley, he's a great athlete. I've been keeping up with him since his freshman year, and it's going to be great to, play alongside him. I know he's a smart athlete as well. So, just being able to pick different things from him and learn from him along the way is going to be a great experience.
Greg Bailey.
Jalen, congratulations, man. Could you share with us some of the people who have helped you get to this point? And our sports producer, Joe Gleason, is adamant that you are very proud to represent Stafford. How much does that mean to you? You can see Joe right there in the background.
Yes, sir, I see him. Definitely God. I'm going to give all credit to him first off, because without him, I wouldn't be in the position that I am in. I wouldn't have had any of the experiences that I've had, good and bad. And, I'm very thankful for all that he's done in my life. Secondly, I would like to give a big shout out to my parents for all that they've done for me, my brother for pushing me in all assets of life along the way. And then, also all the people that I've come in contact with in Stafford, in Waco, at Baylor. And, it's just been some great experiences. Learned a lot from a lot of great people, and they've taught me, some good things that, I try to, help out others with as well. So that's who I would definitely like to say thank you to.
Aaron Wilson. You have a follow-up, Greg?
Well, Jalen, I would just representing Stafford and that community that has kind of helped you and nurtured you along this road. How proud will you be to represent them in the NFL?
Very proud. I'm going to show up every day and be a professional, do things the right way, and make sure that, I'm pushing my teammates along the way. So I'm very proud to, wear Stafford on my back, and I'm very thankful that I went there.
All right, we'll go to Aaron Wilson.
Style of play, and are there any players in the NFL like a Buda Baker or Tyrann Mathieu that you maybe emulate some pieces of their game, obviously of your own style, but just some guys that you liked, and how would you describe your style? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Aaron, you hit it right on the head. Tyrann Mathieu is definitely number one. I try to take a lot of different things from his game and add to mine. His versatility, his knack for always being around the ball, and his instincts are definitely things that I try to pick up. And then with that, I try to mix some Buda Baker in as well. I want to have my hair on fire wherever I'm going and hit people as hard as I can when I get there. So, like I said, you hit it on the nail with the 2 players that I try to model my game after.
Mark Berman.
Jalen, what was it like when you heard your name called?
It was an emotional experience, just being able to stay home, a team that I've been following my whole life, and be able to, say that I'm on an NFL team now is crazy. So, I'm very thankful for it, and I'm ready to get to work.
Were you surprised that the Texans called your name? Did you think that was a possibility?
No, I thought that was a possibility for sure. Yes, sir.
We got time for a couple more. Brian Bearfield.
Congratulations, Jalen. If I'm not mistaken, you have your master's degree, correct?
Yes, sir.
So was football the backup plan for you?
Not necessarily. I've always been a football player. I've always been around the game, but I'm always trying to, find new ways to get better off the field as well. So with that, I had a lot of time on the back end of my career with a season left. So I started and finished my master's degree in educational psychology as well. So, I just didn't want to be sitting around the facility at Baylor not doing anything with that time that I had. So that was a big reason I got it. And I learned a lot during that time as well.
What do you think your parents are more happy about, that you got your master's degree or that you got drafted in the NFL?
That's a good question. I couldn't tell you. I would probably say the NFL, probably because it's definitely harder to get into the NFL, but that's a close one because the master's degree, they were definitely happy I got that as well.
All right, last question, Cole Thompson.
Jalen, congratulations. Just want to get your thoughts on what you learned playing in Matt Rule's defense versus what you learned playing in Dave Aranda's defense, and how that versatility is going to help you translate to the NFL quicker.
Yes, sir. So in Coach Rule's defense, I learned a lot. That was kind of like the backbone for my development early on. He taught me all the ins and outs of offense and defense. With Coach Aranda, he kind of gave me the nuances on top of that, knowledge. So both of those coaches were great coaches, and they played a big part in the development of my career.
Hi, congratulations. Can you talk to us about joining the Texans and what you think about coming here?
Yeah, I can't. I'm excited. I'm excited to join the team. I can't wait to be a part of it. I can't wait to get to Houston. So I'm just really excited about it.
I was this is a little off subject, I guess, but I was reading your bio about your family and where you grew up. Do you speak multiple languages?
I'm familiar with multiple languages. My mom speaks me in Mandarin. Growing up, she's always spoke Mandarin to me. My brothers speak Mandarin well and all of that. So we've lived lots of places, and I've lived around different kinds of people and cultures. So definitely familiar with a couple of languages.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Brooks.
Hey, John, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How's your health going with your injury? It looks like you tore your ACL earlier on. How's the recovery going? When do you think you might be ready?
Oh, I'll be ready to go. I'll be ready in July. But it's been going great. I feel great. I feel amazing. Feel better than I've ever felt. So as far as that in that aspect, I feel great.
And how do you feel? What was your interactions with Lovie Smith? Did you get a chance to meet with Pat Hamilton? What was like your interactions with those guys and what they had expectations for you?
Yeah, definitely. Coach Feb and I go way back from high school, so we had a great relationship from there. So it was cool to see him again and get around him again. So we have some history there, and love Coach Lovie. We had a great conversation, and I'm excited to be a part of the team.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, John, congratulations. John, you talked about your recovery. How tough was that to go through to get hurt right before the championships and all those things? And when you think about your recovery now, are you in a stage where you're running? What are some of the things you're able to do? And when you say ready in July, you mean like football, or just kind of where would you be in July? Thank you.
Yeah, as far as my recovery, in that moment, I was blessed to have my family with me. And I was in a good space. I knew I was going to be back, and it was just going to be a little speed bump. But as far as the recovery, I'll be good to play football in July. I'll be good to go, no training wheels. I've been running and ready for the last couple of months, cutting, jumping, doing all those type of things. So when I say I'll be ready in July, it's just full go football.
Brian Bearfield.
Congratulations, John. How does it feel to be another wide receiver at the University of Alabama to get drafted into the NFL?
Thank you, man. It's an honor. The standard of Alabama football and the standard of Alabama football receiver. So it's just an honor to be able to be one of those guys.
Adam Winkler.
Hey, John, congratulations.
Thank you.
I know you guys aren't in the business of complimenting defensive backs, but we would have asked Derek Stingley about you if we knew you were coming to Houston. Can we ask you about him? You guys brag a lot about the SEC. Can you kind of give us his background?
Yeah, SEC. I think SEC, that's the toughest football right there. And it goes on to guys that play in the SEC because they know how tough it is, just the competition and just the games and everything like that. So it's a good player, a really good player. I'm excited to go to work and just help build the Houston Texans and make them better and just bring what I can to the table.
We have time for a few more questions. Cole Thompson.
Hey, John, congratulations. I just want to get your thoughts on the quarterbacks that you've worked with in the past, guys like Mac Jones and Tua and Bryce. To be able to have that versatility of all the different type of passers, what does that help you to develop as a receiver, both in the route running and with the catch radius?
Yeah, definitely. Understanding your quarterback and that chemistry with your quarterback definitely helps your game and it just allows you to know how you have to run routes, the timing, how you have to get open, just to help out with that. So I think just that history will help me just having a new quarterback and being able to adjust and just build that chemistry.
And last question, we'll go to Brooks.
John, you've been a part of some prolific offenses. How do you see your talents as a wide receiver in many different ways that you can be downfield? How would you describe how you can fit and produce some downfield opportunities and offenses?
I think versatile. Just like you said, I think we're still going to be at Houston a prolific offense, and it's just going to be the same thing. And I think I'll fit in however they need me because I think I have a lot of versatility in my game, and however they need is just what I'm going to do.
Christian, how are you?
I'm all good. How you doing?
Congratulations.
I appreciate that.
So how do you feel like your ability to not only play the run, but also blitz when necessary can mesh with what you've learned about the Texans defense?
I just think my versatility in general, especially being able to play a linebacker off the ball, position playing well. They really allow the guys to all the gaps to flow to him and all the places to flow to him. He has to be that most athletic guy to be able to play three downs, to be on the field for the run, for any pass plays, to be able to rush. And I just want to dominate in all three phases. So,
Brooks.
Hey, Christian, congratulations.
I appreciate that.
Just what's it like joining another Baton Rouge native and Derek Sting? How much you guys know each other?
Man, so it's crazy. Like, he didn't go to my high school, but we all used to do like one-on-ones and like with a couple guys on the team that I had at UI like all the time, like on the weekends. And, obviously he was on my 7-on-7 team too as well with the LA Bootleggers. So I've known him for a pretty long time. It's actually crazy that we get this team up on the same team. I was training with him at EXO, so it's all crazy. It's truly a blessing, man. I don't even know what to say for real. It's just crazy.
John Metchie II, Stingley, Pitre, you guys are building together with this.
It's crazy. Actually, I trained with Pitre too as well at EXO. So we were talking about it'd be crazy if me and him me and him on the same team at one point.
Well, what's it like to build this together here? Be a part of a team that's on the come up.
I'm excited. I just want to win. I think that's everybody's main goal, main objective. And that's the mindset that I have, and that's what I plan on keeping that mindset at the same time. As soon as I get there, doing whatever I possibly can, playing my role, and obviously, like I said, the main goal is to win as many games as possible. So whatever that's going to take, I'm willing to be a part of that.
We'll go to Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Christian, congratulations.
Thank you.
Christian, your last college move before you declared for the draft had some pretty good numbers for yourself. How much do you feel like that look back at what you can do as a player?
I felt like really towards the end of the season, I was really able to show, throughout 4 or 5 games, just being able to be effective in the game in all 3 areas. The run game and the pass game. I
I think, that natty it helped me, but I mean, I know none of it really matters at this point. Like, I can't say that specific game just because I had 3 sacks and they credited me for that is the reason why I got where I'm at. Like, I mean, regardless, I got the opportunity. I feel like I played better in the second half of the season than I did in the beginning. So I'm really just trying to kind of build off that.
And to follow up, the 4-3 defense that Lovie Smith likes, how much do you feel like that's tailor-made for you as a linebacker? And did that come up a lot during your visit with the Texans, kind of your fit for their scheme? Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we definitely talked about that and how they utilized me and put me in their scheme. And I mean, I honestly fell in love with it. And it's kind of tough because going through that whole process, like, you can't pick anywhere. So, but I mean, I knew if I were to be able to come here, I mean, it'd be the perfect fit for me. And like I said, like you were basically saying with that 4-3 scheme. So.
We have time for the last couple of questions. Cole Thompson.
Hey, Christian, congratulations. Just want to get your thoughts on playing for Lovie Smith. He's been able to work with a multitude of linebackers, including guys like Lance Briggs and Brian Urlacher. What does it mean to be able to learn from a guy who's worked with some of the best in the business?
I mean, it's an honor, honestly, truly. I mean, me playing this position for 3 years, I know I have to learn as much as I possibly can. So to get the opportunity to learn from a guy that, has experience like that, coaching the greatest of all time in my position, I mean, I'm about to soak in as much knowledge as I possibly can. So I'm excited.
Brian Bearfield.
Congratulations, Christian.
I appreciate that.
No problem. Hey, how instrumental was Dylan Moses in your career?
Very. Really like a big role model, a big brother to me. I mean, he gave me a lot of advice even back in high school. I've known him since I was about 6 years old, honestly. So, I mean, all my life, I mean, he's been that role model, kind of leading by example and giving me those tips here and there, just basically how to handle things and potentially doing better than he did. So, I mean, like I said, he's always a big brother to me. We stay in close contact. I mean, that's my dog. Yeah, I love him.
Last question, Mark Berman.
Along those lines, Christian, is there anybody else in the league now or has been in the league that you model your game after?
I mean, I watch a lot of guys like Darius Leonard, Fred Warner, Devin White. I mean, watching these guys and affecting the turnover game, how effective they are in the pass game, to be able to stay on the field and fit their run fits where they're supposed to and be able to be effective in the pass game. I mean, those guys are keys to their defense, and that's something I want to be. So.
Hold on, man. My phone going off, man. Hold on, man. My phone going off. But hey, this whole process is crazy, bro. Like everybody who does this sport, this is like their lifelong dream and accomplishment. And this is definitely something crossed off the bucket list for me. I'm great. I'm just happy to be here, man. I'm blessed if anything. And the relationship with the Texans, like when I was on the phone call when they said, we look for a lot of high energy guys who's gonna bring that juice and bring that excitement to the game. And those are the type of guys we're looking to draft, and you fit that mold perfectly. And we can't wait to get you down here, add on to it. So I'm happy to be in Texas. I'm glad I ain't nowhere cold. And hey, baby, let's go get this thing rocking, baby. Hey.
We'll go to Mark Berman.
Damien, congratulations.
What's up, baby? Hey, appreciate that, baby. Appreciate that.
Can you put in words how happy you are? Because it's coming across the screen like you're just elated.
Hey, I can't put in the words. All you got to do is look at this smile, baby. I give y'all 32. Hey, that's all I can say right now. How would you
describe what kind of running back you are, maybe who you model your game after, that kind of thing?
Man, I took, like, growing up, you try to model yourself after a lot of great running backs. In my era, it was like LT, growing up, it was Gurley, those type of guys that I, gravitated towards too. Cause, I wasn't the guy who was always stuck on like the mainstream guys. Like I wasn't gonna say I like Chris Johnson cause I ain't no 4.2, 4.40. I ain't no Chris Johnson. So, I kind of took bits and pieces for everybody's game and kind of molded to my own running style, which is kind of, violent. I don't run with good intentions. And, I like to fight for my yards. I like to punish DBs. I like to punish defense. Like, I don't like taking hits. I like giving hits. So, hey.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, congratulations, Damien.
Thank you.
Damien, when you think about the Senior Bowl All-Star game, a lot of people said that was an important week for you and some things that you proved. What did you feel like you established that week? And what kind of pre-draft stuff did you have, if any, with the Texans? Did you visit, work out, or just talk to them at the combine or something like that?
I think I talked to them at the Senior Bowl actually, and during this process, you're allowed to Zoom with everybody. So, we Zoom a lot. They like me as a guy and they like me as a player. They like my film and my interview very well. And going to the first question, the Senior Bowl really, it was a confidence boost for me. Actually, I talked to Jim Nagy, like, crazy you say that, because I talked to Jim Nagy 2 days ago. He was like, hey, man, stay in touch and, good luck in the draft. And I told him that, that week really was, a week that helped me for today. And it was a great confidence boost coming out of there, giving me hope that I can do this NFL thing, So, big shout outs to Mr. Nagy. And, that's a down to earth dude. And, I love Mr. Nagy. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity he gave me.
And my follow up, Damien, I got to ask you about that play where you lost your helmet and you kept going and you still got in the end zone. Thank you.
You heard what the announcer said. He lost his helmet, but he didn't lose his mind. Kept on going, baby. That's my I'll keep going, baby.
Christy?
So you said you didn't want to be anywhere cold, but I wondered, what did you think about being in Houston specifically? What do you know about Texas? Have you spent any time here?
Well, I know Texas got pretty houses and pretty girls, so that's good for me.
Burl Jones? Burl?
Yeah, congratulations, Damien. Talk about from a kid playing Little League ball and to be here today. What does this mean to you and your family?
It means a lot to me and my, not only to me and my family, but overall just me and my community. I'm a small town Georgia kid, Bateman, Georgia, a little dot on the map. Like, you probably don't even know what that is. Like, everybody look at my bio, they like, man, what the heck is Bateman? Everybody in the community, we all pull together. Like, they all gravitate towards me because I'm a great kid. I'm a great player. And, I like to connect with my people. That's how I feel like I'm doing something right. So, anytime I got an opportunity, to lead by example, I try to do that. And this is just adding on that. This is just giving everybody in my community hope, especially the younger kids who want to follow suit on my path. I try to do everything the right way. I try to show out at the Senior Bowl. I try to show out at the Combine, and today I got drafted. So, I try to check all the boxes that you don't have to limit yourself to your city. Like, you can definitely do anything you want to do. And I'm trying to be a living, breathing, walking example of that.
Congratulations and welcome to H-Town.
Hey, appreciate that, babe. I'm glad to be here.
Cole Thompson.
Damien, congratulations, man. I just want to get your thoughts on the SEC in general. You're now the 4th selection by Nick Caserio, who's come from that conference. What does it say about the style of play and the competitiveness that's prepared you for the NFL?
The SEC is about the closest to the NFL you're going to get, from a college standpoint. Obviously there's a lot of great athletes. There's a lot of talent. Even in the SEC, kind of the mediocre guys are kind of, still great by their scheme. They fit their scheme well. SEC coaches kind of have a knack of finding guys who know how to play ball and who know how to fit in the schemes and who know how to make plays. So just being in that conference within itself, it kind of forces you to be a better player. And if you're not able to like play up to the competition, you're not going to be on the field on Saturdays. So being in the SEC is kind of like the blueprint in being in the NFL, like, because you got to fight for your spot, you got to fight for everything on that field, and every now and again you got the generational talents that just make it look too easy. But don't get confused, man. The SEC ain't nothing to play with.
We got time for 2 more. Brian Bearfield.
Congratulations, Damien.
Appreciate that, baby.
So most NFL running backs coming out of college, they have a high usage rate coming out of college, coming into the NFL, and you have a very low usage rate. Do you think that will add to your longevity in the NFL?
Oh yeah, of course. I feel like that means, because in the days NFL, we kind of run it back by committee, however you want to chop it up. So I feel like with my usage rate and my productivity, that kind of fits into the NFL schemes well. That means I can do, I put up good numbers on a few amount of carries and just overall less for usage. So that was definitely a plus to me, especially my role in special teams, played a role in that too. So for me, it was just about getting to the NFL, making that 53. You know what I'm saying? So that usage rate really it can kind of be a hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? So in my case, it was a hit. So. No, I'm just glad. At the end of the day, man, I'm just glad to be here, man.
And a follow-up question is, what type of mindset did you have to have when you're on the field, knowing that you were so effective with the limited amount of carries that you had? You averaged a touchdown every 7 touches in 2021.
You know, I'm a guy who likes to I like to get in the box, man. You know, whichever way I can get in the box, that's how I'm gonna get there. I don't go on the field not thinking I'm not gonna get in the box. So you know, that kind of plays a part in it. You know, if you really determined enough and you really want to do something bad enough, you're gonna make it happen.
What do you think about joining the Texans, and what do you hope that you can bring to the team?
Man, I'm so excited to get to Houston. My old college quarterback, Davis Mills, is at the helm as well. So I got a familiar face there. But just excited to get down there, do what I can to become a contributor, vie for a starting position, be able to help this team win games however I can. You know, that's my goal when I come into any organization, especially, from college to the NFL, trying to be able to find any kind of way I can to help the team win games. So I'm excited to do that for Houston Texans.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Thomas, congratulations. Thomas, in terms of your versatility, where do you feel most comfortable lining up? Where are some spots that you see yourself playing, and where do the Texans envision you lining up most?
Yeah, I think my versatility, I can play in a 4-3 defense as a 3 technique, 2-eye, in a 3-4 defense as a 4 technique, 5 technique, be able to slide me inside on passing downs. I think the Texans see me as a 3 technique, disruptive 3 technique. The defense runs through that 3 technique, so I want to be able to be that guy, that premier player that keeps the engine rolling in the Houston Texans defense, let everything else come. But yeah.
And I want to ask you a follow-up. Some of the things you did off the field with the William Campbell Award, and you started your own thing to help student athletes at Stanford. If you could tell us about that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, so the William Campbell Award was such an honor for me, being the academic Heisman, and being looked at amongst some crazy peers. These are guys that are not only fantastic football players, but great guys off the field, super smart. So being considered amongst those names was an honor in and of itself. And Cardinal Black, I think is what you're referring to, at Stanford. And we started that because we felt, in the kind of the scope of the George Floyd killing, that we felt like as Black student athletes at Stanford, we needed to have community to be able to talk about these things, to have a space to discuss, to confer. So we looked at it like that. We hadn't had that before at Stanford. So we wanted to make, something that we could have as a legacy for other Stanford student athletes to come in and feel welcomed, not only around, tragic events like that, but just in general, talking about their experience as a Black student athlete at a predominantly white institution.
Brooks Cabina.
Hey, Thomas, you mentioned your old teammate Davis Mills. What's it like to rejoin him here? And I'm wondering how much time you've gotten a chance to talk to him in the pre-draft process and joining him in this rebuild around this team, what that might be like for you guys.
Man, it's exciting. When I think about Davis, there's 3 words that come to mind, cool, calm, and collected. That's always what he's been, stone cold killer. So, he's a guy that I have faith in, going back to college in terms of the way he can lead a team and take an offense on his back, So I'm excited to get back with him, and I'm excited to get him the ball back as quickly and as frequently as possible, so I'm very excited about that.
Mark Berman.
Hey, Thomas, congratulations. So who are some players or a player that you kind of model your game after?
Yeah, so I think in terms of versatility, this is kind of a cliche answer, but, Aaron Donald comes to mind. He's a guy that can make an impact with 3 technique, 5 technique, wherever you line him up, whether it's run or pass. I think Fletcher Cox is another guy that I look at as well in terms of being able to generate that interior pressure, be able to crush the pocket. Because when you look at it, a QB can't step up if both of the guards are in his lap. So those are some of the guys that I look at for sure. But I'm always trying to adapt different things from all the great players in the league.
We got time for a couple more. Cole Thompson.
Hey, Thomas, congratulations. I just want to get your thoughts on when you were at Gilman, you were one of the premier athletes, both in football, basketball, and you also did track. What did that versatility help you do to be able to become a better football player, especially on the defensive side of football?
Yeah, so probably a little known fact, my first sport was none of those, actually. It was tennis. So being able to react and have quick feet and anticipate things and anticipate change of direction, I think that definitely helped me become a better athlete. And then I was always a guy, in basketball where I'd be normally a 4 or a 5, but I'd pride myself on being able to go out in the perimeter with those 6'1" dudes and guard them up and stay with them. So I think that definitely helped my ability to mirror, to be able to, use my feet quickly
and all that. And I think it's shown up in my game for sure.
Burl Jones. Burl.
Congratulations, Thomas. Obviously, every player wants to be a star in this league. What are some of the things in your skill set that you feel you need to work on to get you to that level?
Yeah, I think for me, the big point is becoming a more consistent pass rusher, and specifically being able to be an impact player on those middling downs, those 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6 downs, where it might be a play action pass. Being able to go from the middle of a blocker to being able to shed to one side to make an impact on the passer, no matter what the situational, down is or whatever. I think that's where I have to grow my game and being able to chain together pass rush moves. If one thing doesn't work, being able to work to the next one.
Congratulations and welcome to H-Town.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We'll wrap up with Brian Bearfield.
Congratulations, Thomas.
Thank you so much.
No problem. How much does Texas head coach Lovie Smith remind you of your former head coach at Stanford, David Shaw?
Great question. Yeah, no, a ton. I think the thing that is a similarity between them is that it's obvious they really take the time to get to know the guys in their roster. Coach Shaw was somebody, he's not a one-size-fits-all type coach. He tries to figure out where you come from and how to, most effectively coach you to be able to bring your best potential out. So, I think that Coach Smith, when I got to talk to him at my top 30 visit, was the exact same way. He was a guy that had already done his research on me before I walked in the door. And the conversation I had with him was, incredible. He understood where I came from. And I'm excited to get to work with him.
What were your conversations with the Texans in the pre-draft process? And, do you get a chance to talk to Pep Hamilton at all? And what are your feelings about coming to this franchise?
Yeah, first of all, I feel great. I feel great about coming to the franchise. I'm ready to help win a lot of games. I don't even really have words right now. I'm just so happy. But conversations I had with the Texans, just a lot of good stuff. They like the way I play. They like the way that I'm aggressive in the run game, and they have a lot of ideas and ways that they want to use me and as a player. And I just can't wait to help the franchise win games and yeah.
And in your 4 years at Oregon State, how would you describe your game?
I would just say I'm a well-rounded tight end. Someone's calling. My bad. I would just say I'm more of one of the most well-rounded tight ends in this draft. So I'm glad that Houston took a chance on me. And I mean, that's all I wanted was to get my foot in the door, and now I'm just going to try to kick it down.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, congratulations, Teagan.
Thank you.
When you talk about your style of play and your mentality toward blocking, how would you characterize kind of the way you approach, matching up with the defensive players? And I have a follow-up for you.
I just take pride in being a good in the run game and contributing that way. I always have. And I mean, when it comes to matching up against these defensive players that are going to be amazing defensive players in this league, I'm just gonna trust my technique and just play my heart out. That's what I've always done. Give 100% effort and just play to win and give everything I got.
Did you have a lot of pre-draft contact with the Texans? Did you visit workouts, Zoom with them, or meet with them at your school?
Yes, I had plenty of Zoom calls with the Texans. I never went and visited them, but I had a bunch of Zoom calls with the tight ends coach and the offense coordinator, and it was great conversation, great football talk, and I'm just excited.
Brian Bearfield.
How much did your basketball background play into you becoming a better tight end?
I think really just gave me more athleticism. I'm used to changing directions and stopping and jumping for a ball, jumping for a rebound or something like that. Maybe it translates to jumping for a jump ball staying in front of someone. It just helped me athletically, and it was definitely a key in just preparing me for this moment.
And how much do you know about Davis Mills, starting quarterback here for the Houston Texans?
I don't know much. I'm excited to get to know more and just grow that relationship.
And the last couple of questions, Cole Thompson.
Teagan, congratulations, man. Just want to get your thoughts on day 3 tight ends. I mean, George Kittle's one of the biggest names that's come out in the last few years, who's also played a similar style as you. Do you look up to those type of guys to where you think that you can develop into a very fast, easy pro?
Absolutely. George Kittle is my favorite tight end to watch right now. I like to try to pattern my game after him. I love what he does in the run game and pass game. And absolutely, I plan on reaching those heights. So I'm just excited. I'm excited for the opportunity.
And then a lot of times you see what players are really good at. What are some things that you really want to hope to learn underneath Lovie Smith and this new offense with Pep Hamilton?
Just learn more about the game. I love the game. I like learning more and more about defenses and techniques that I can use to do better and be a better player. So just learning more about the position and route game and things like that I know that they have a lot of knowledge about. It excites me, and I just can't wait. I can't wait to get there and go to work.
What's it like to come out to this team, with the Texans getting drafted here and being a part of this team?
I mean, I'm beyond blessed, just being able to be part of the Houston Texans, being part of, I grew up right down the stadium. Just always, I've been to a couple of their games growing up, and they were always in my backyard, so just being able to be in the backyard team, I've always been blessed.
And, you've experienced a wide range of football at LSU. How do you think that experience has prepared you for joining the Texans, a team looking to come up?
Definitely, I feel being able to overall, going through adversity like we have been the past 2 years, and then just being able to go from national championship to not so good. I feel like that's overall helped me appreciate the finer things of life, being able to appreciate everything that it comes with, and just being just hard nosed and just I know I'm going to a team that they're just full of hard workers. They're going to be guys that overall they're going to work hard. They're going to keep their head down and just get to work. So,
Aaron.
Hey, Austin. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Austin, you were a guy that was playing games than anybody in LSU football history. What did that record mean to you in terms of being durable and also just being ready to play, being available, as coaches say all the time, and have a follow-up? Thank you.
I mean, that's one of my main things I pride myself on, is being tough, being durable, being long-lasting, And going into this profession that I am now, I feel like that's the most – when you look at all the greats like Andrew Whitworth that came out at LSU, one thing that stood him apart from all the other offensive linemen and stuff was the fact that he was durable. He lasted 14, 15 years in the NFL, and I feel like that's the best ability to have is availability. I feel like that's my best ability.
And when you look at some of the things you did, one thing Eric Galco was saying about you, that you're someone that people shouldn't overthink your scouting, just basically look at you and say, okay, well, this guy will play in the NFL for a long time. And what do you like you bring to the table in terms of some of your specific blocking skills? Thank you.
Most definitely, you're going to get a guy that's, along with, like I said, being available, you're going to get a guy that's a baller in the run game. You're going to get those 2-3 extra yards whenever you need it, when you need to get the first down, whenever it's third and short, when it's on goal line packages, when it's a must-need play and we need that extra yard, you're going to get the guy that's going to give it to you.
Mark Berman.
Austin, which school did you go to in Cyprus?
Cy-Fair, right off of 290.
Oh, yeah, I know where it's at. So, how crazy is this for your family?
Oh, it's awesome. It's ridiculous, really. Just being able, it's basically playing hopscotch between the state line of Texas and Louisiana. So, 2 feet in there and then coming right back. So it's amazing just being able like to be back around all my family and like all the family I haven't seen in a while. Just being able to have them in my on my bag, just being able to have them support me and everything it's amazing.
When you heard Houston, what happened?
Oh no, the first thing I was like, first of all, I was like, you know what? I'm like, that's not bad to move to, because that's a 4-hour drive from Baton Rouge to there. So being able to move everything and just going to the next spot but overall just felt like, another homecoming. So I was beyond blessed. Yes, sir.
Christy?
You're one of several players the Texans drafted this year that play in the SEC. How do you think playing in that super competitive league will prepare you for the jump to the NFL?
Because I strongly believe that when you look hands down, if you pick not even the top people in each position for the SEC, even the second, third, I feel like the SEC will always come out on top. Just it's always been that powerhouse. It's always been that reliable thing to where you hear it day in and day out for years to come that the SEC is the mini NFL, and it gets you so much ready because you see so many defensive guys that the offensive linemen like myself have gone against, and like you see them off the board quick. So you already know that the talent's going to be there.
Cole Thompson.
Austin, congratulations, man. I just want to get your thoughts on what it's like to be a part of a championship team and then going through a rebuilding process at LSU. How important is that to help you transition into the NFL? And also, have you talked to Lovey and Mick about potentially playing more inside, outside, right tackle, any position of that?
I personally haven't. I talked to Coach Lovey. It was just him saying congratulations, welcome me into their program, their organization over there. But right now, like I say now, I'm open for everything, guard, tackle, regardless, whatever gets me on the field to do the best for that overall position. So I feel like I'm overall gonna like you said, going through that overall adversity of being national champs, best team ever, then going from 5-5, 6-7, it literally helps you being able to appreciate the better things in life, just being able to build your own character, being able to distinguish yourself as a man.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to know when we post new content.